Hey everybody, this is the Geek Father here with another review, this one of the Nuke from the Giant Man Civil War Marvel Legends wave. Oh man, it seems like those titles are getting longer and longer. So yeah, I managed to get this one at Walmart. They just hit the shelves there, as mine gets them a little bit late. And so far, I have to say, I really do enjoy this figure. He was really one of the only ones I wanted to get, along with the Black Panther from the Civil War movie. And, you know, I don't know a ton about the character. I know he was originally a Daredevil character, and also kind of has a convoluted origin with Wolverine from the Wolverine origin storyline. But yeah, I mean, I just think he looks very cool. I actually became more familiar with him because he's actually Simpson on the Jessica Jones TV show, minus of course the facial tattoos. But yeah, let's take a look at some of the stuff he comes with here before we do a full review of the figure. So he comes with this knife, which is basically this. Comes with this knife here, which is the same knife that they had for the Drax figure in the Guardians of the Galaxy box set. And, you know, I actually like this knife. I do wish it was more silver on the handle instead of just a black, because to me that doesn't make, too much sense, but what do I know about knives anyway? So he also comes with this gun right here, which I am not a fan of at all. It's, pretty much the same gun that they released with the AIM figures, which for the AIM figures I can understand it a little bit more, just because they're more of a scientific outlet, so them having weird space age guns, it doesn't bother me as much. But I would have preferred, with him, maybe a machine gun or something might have made more sense. Rather, I'm not a big fan of just made up guns for the sake of making up guns. I mean, I'm not a big fan of guns, period, but yeah, so I thought maybe they could have done a little bit better on that. He also comes with this alternative head, which I'll move slowly towards the camera in a scary manner. But I actually, of the two heads, even though I'm probably going to use the other head, I actually like this head a little bit better. It has a lot of detail, has a little Terminator thing going on to it, and a bald. And of course that's because in the comics, as I was reading, he has metal, cybernetic, I think it was, metal under his skin as part of an experience with Weapon Plus, the group that originally created Wolverine. And you could just take his head off here. It just pops on really easily, just like most of the other ones we have. Sorry about the motorcycle. And so yeah, and that looks nice. I actually like this. I'm actually going back and forth on which head I'm actually going to use. But yeah, and you also, a lot of people, he also looks really cool, I think, without the vest, which you can also take off, which he does not wear a vest for long in some of the comics I've seen him in, so he usually ends up looking like this. And we'll move him back a little bit here. And I think that looks pretty cool. Either way you want to have him. So let's take a look at the articulation here. So his head moves up about that much, and then he has articulation there. His arm goes up about that much, and it spins around here, and you could also move it back, has arm pivot there. And he does have an ab crunch that goes back pretty well, and goes forward about that much. He has full thigh articulation as it spins around. His leg only goes out about that much. And then he has ankle pivot and it goes forward. So So yeah, overall, like I said, I don't know a terrible lot about this character. Here he is next to Wolverine, which he basically had his origin told in the Wolverine origin comic books, of that Wolverine basically, in a lot of ways, is responsible for him killing his father and creating him in Vietnam when he was under control of the Weapon X program. So, primarily, he looks great in scale with the Wolverine, which I will be reviewing later, because that is an awesome Wolverine. So yeah, so let's put his jacket back on here. It goes on nice and easy. Take this knife out. Maybe it goes on nice and easy. There we go. And I did forget to say, there is actually, which I love when they do this, a place where his knife fits in nice and snug, just right in the back right there. And I always love when they put in stuff like that. So, yeah, this guy will be sitting on my Avengers villain set shelf. And, like I said, I'm actually very happy with him. And if you're a fan of the character, to me, if you're a fan of the character, I'd go ahead and get him. But possibly if you want to learn more about the character, I'd get him. Out of the other characters in the wave so far that I've seen, you're mostly getting the same Captain America, and Iron Man's kind of the same. So him and Black Panther are, to me, the two standouts of the set. So leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment if you have anything supportive or even critical to say. I'm always willing to listen, because these are some of my first videos. And, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you.